Alright.
What's up, guys? Aid here. Who are we with?
Super Saiyan Legend or Kirby shirt, whichever one you go by.
He's got a YouTube channel too. Link in the description. And what you do today?
I got 4th place at locals with a very unique build.
Well, go ahead.
It's a Red Eyes Bystial branded.
Jeez.
Which,
The trifecta.
Saw a lot more of one than the other. I drew branded, I think, once tonight.
You want to get right into it, or you have any shout-outs or anything first?
No, we should get right into it.
All right, sweet.
So for the Red Eyes package, we're going with 2 of the regular Red Eyes with the anniversary pack for the sake of the style points. 1 Black Flare just for the extra name, and he could potentially come in handy, but you really don't make him that much. He's mostly just a dump target for insight. And he counts an Noble Monster Engraved, which kind of is relevant, but not really. Next up, we got the obvious of Darkness Metal.
Why only 1? It's at 2 now, right? Or 3?
You can play him at 3, but he's a hard one to return, and you have plenty of ways of getting to him and getting him back. The main way you get to him is with your 3 Black Metal Dragons.
Oh, that card's crazy.
Which, I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it, but just in case you don't know, if he's ever sent from field to grave, adds any Red Eyes card.
Oh, geez.
Spell, trap, monster, doesn't matter.
Oh, that's way better than I thought it was, actually. I'm used to it only searching Red MD because of Dragon Link.
You mostly are just searching Red MD, but you still have the option for some of your spell traps as well. Which one of the spells in specific is you're going to be your main target for spell searches, but again, we'll get to that. We also have the 1 Dark Magician, the card I drew 7 out of 10 duels tonight.
Jeez.
Was not a fan of him. He's there just for the 1-up for the Dark Dragoon. That's all he's for.
Hey, you beat me.
That is true.
And he drew it.
Twice. That's it for the Red Eyes package. Next up is going to be our Bestials, which I have 2 Lubellion because I only own 2. We got 3 Magna Hamut for our big searcher boys. So Lubellion is kind of one of your main boss monsters of the deck, and he also searches any of the Bestials if you draw him, which he is also searchable in the deck by one of the other cards that we'll get to in a minute.
This card's crazy because it searches both Bestials and your cards.
Searches any dragon. Searches black. It also searches Black Metal, which can then get your Red Eyes groups kicked off. We're also using 2 Druid Worm, and we're gonna do one of the shoutouts for the Red Eyes part of the Red Eyes package I took out. Red Eyes Alternative. He sucks. Never made him once. Give it in a couple months when Maze of Memories comes out, he's gonna get hard replaced by Red Eyes Meteor Dragon.
So you did play him today, but you decided after the event to take him out, right?
He was sided out every game. He never. I never summoned him once. I could have summoned him in my last game, but they opened Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds.
Oh.
There's one other card we took out, which is Return of the Red Eyes, which I replaced with a different Red Eyes trap, which I think is just going to be better.
But you also played that today, but it took it out after the event?
Yeah, it was another card I always just consistently sided out, and it was never doing anything.
That's fair.
This one's okay, it's just that it never helps. I think the trap I replaced it with is just going to be more useful overall. So I replaced Red Eyes Alternative with 1 copy of Serenir. Honestly, out of the Bestials, he's probably the worst one.
I was going to ask if you didn't play this, why not? Because I like just having one of every name. That way, if you open like this with this, you could summon this, search this on the end phase, and still have 2 for their turn.
True, but at the same time, you really don't open as many as you'd think, and also... Which is no potential, so I guess that's true, but it never came up, so maybe you're right on that. Mostly just because I didn't have any good targets for Serenir to dump.
Yeah, it's dump effect only ascending Lubellion in your deck, from what I've seen so far.
And we have another way of doing that, which is going to be our Albaz package, which we'll get to the fusion stuff in a minute. It's literally just Fallen of Albaz, 3 brand fusion, it's nothing else. And Fallen of Albaz, with brand fusion, you can dump Albaz and Lubellion, make Albion. Albion then makes the branded Lubellion, the fusion one, and then you can use the branded Lubellion to fusion summon again using the guys you just banished to go into Mirror Jade, and that gets you both Mirror Jade and Lubellion to tribute for Bestial Lubellion.
Oh, that's nice, actually.
And that's if you don't have any other cards in your hand that are particularly useful. Because I have also made Dark Dragoon using the branded package.
Oh, that's kind of sick, because you can dump Dark Magician and then use, like, Dark Magician plus the Lubellion for Dragoon?
Yes.
Nice.
And the Bestials are also used for both of the Red Eyes fusions you play, because they're level 6 Dark Dragons, specifically. Lastly, for our packages, we have the Chaos group, which is Collapse Serpent, Wyverbuster, Levianeer, and Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. All of these more or less do the same thing of just more of flooding the board with more guys.
Just big extenders, yeah.
Yeah. And Chaos Emperor can also grab back your banished boys, which Red Eyes kind of struggle with. So this just kind of helps alleviate the pain.
And they're all not searchable. Well, yeah, searchable off Magnemite.
They're also searchable off Magnemite and a spell we'll get to. And for the hand traps, we just have 2 Bell and 1 Skullmeister. The Skullmeister because I couldn't find my 3rd Bell.
So only 3 hand traps, but you also have all the Bystials, so like 9?
Kinda. The Bystials kind of cover for the hand trap portion, unless you're playing against Flounderies.
Yeah, they're dead against that deck. So annoying.
They're not very helpful there. That's it for the monster lineup. So next up we have the spell and traps. Sorry, I just gotta grab these and get them out of the way.
You're good.
The Red Eyes kitchen sink.
Yes. That's a very accurate way to describe it, actually. For the spells, we have our 1 Red Eyes Fusion and 1 Insight for our Red Eyes spells. Fusion is, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what Fusion does at this point. It's just Fusion summon a Red Eyes using monsters from your hand or deck.
Why do you only play the 1?
Searchable off a Black Metal Dragon and Insight. And Insight's also searchable with Black Metal. Insight forces a Red Eyes from your deck to add a Red Eyes spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Now, you might have the thought of why not just go straight into your fusion, your spells or your traps off of Black Metal, because you also dump a Dark Dragon into your grave. That's honestly the main focus of Black Flare. He's come in handy multiple times as just fodder for the Bestials.
Oh, that's kind of nice, actually.
This is also a hard once per turn, so you can't just play multiples and get a lot of value out of it, and you really don't need to. We got our Branded Regained, and we have the Branded Beast in our trap lineup.
Those cards are crazy.
That's your Lubellian targets. Branded Regained puts your banished lights and darks back into your deck, draws a card, and can bring back your Bestials if your opponent summons. And Beast just tributes any dragon to pop a card so long as you have a Bystial on board, which is not hard to do. Next we have our 3 Branded Fusion, which is self-explanatory. It's just made for your Albaz fusions. And then we have 3 Chaos Space. This is used just to get to your Chaos package easier, and it can also grab Bystial Lubellian because he happens to be a level 8 light dragon that cannot be noble summoned or sent.
One question, does this and this, did these ever did it ever come up where these stopped you from being able to link or something? Was it annoying, or do you just hold them for follow-up if you have enough to link that turn?
I did have 1 instance, but at that point it was more of a toolbox kind of pick my option here.
And so you just can opt to either fusion, save all your linkable cards, or vice versa, make a big link board and then have these for follow-up?
Yes, but that was also more of an unusual hand where I had specifically Black Metal with a normal summon still and Branded Fusion. That's not going to come up very much. Because obviously there are 3-ofs, but getting 2 of your 3-ofs in your opening hand is not super common.
Yeah.
We're also playing 2 Lord of Darkness just for draw power and 1 Call by the Grave for defense. And that's actually just it for the spells. This is a very monster-heavy deck. The spells are basically just monsters, but more.
Yeah, ways to summon or search more monsters.
More or less. That's it for the spell lineup, and for the trap lineup, we've already talked about Branded Beast. So for the Red Eyes traps, we're playing Fang with Chain, and I talked about Return of the Red Eyes. I'm replacing it with Red Eyes Spirit.
That's the Reborn one, right?
Yes, it is just target a Red Eyes, special summon it from your grave.
So that can bring Dragoon back?
And Darkness Metal. Return of the Red Eyes cannot do that.
That's nice, actually. That's
so
really strong.
I do think that the Spirit is just going to be a better card overall, but that time will tell on that. That's it for the main deck, actually.
You want to go to the extra first or the side?
We're gonna go the extra first.
All right.
So for the extra, we have our 2 Red Eyes fusions, are pretty much the ones you'd think. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon because it's Dark Dragoon, and Meteor Black Comet.
What does that one do? I don't think I've read it in a long time.
When he's fusion summoned, you dump a Red Eyes from your deck to the grave to burn your opponent
Top 6?
to half of its attack. And if he's ever sent from the monster zone to the grave, you bring back a normal monster from grave, so potentially you can bring back Dark Magician.
That's kind of nice.
But the main reason you play him is he's made with specifically a level 7 Red Eyes and any level 6 dragon.
Oh, so you can make it off Lubellion and stuff?
Not with Lubellion, but the rest of the Bestials are all level 6 dragons.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all fusion summonable targets with this guy. And I have made him, I did make him tonight. He was not useless. For the Albaz package, it's mostly what you'd expect. It's 1 Mirror Jade, 2 Albion, 1 Lubellion, and 1 Albulenitus. The Albulenitus is your main dump target off of Mirror Jade because at the end of the turn, if he's in your grave, he adds any fusion spell.
Yeah, so Branded Fusion, Red Eyes Fusion.
Yes. That's another reason why you only play the 1 Red Eyes Fusion, is you just have so many ways of getting it.
Yeah, just searchable follow-up a lot of different
ways. And again, when Maze of Memories comes up and Red Eyes Meteor Dragon comes out, you'll have even more ways of both searching it and recycling it.
Hell yeah.
That card's really good, and he's absolutely going to be a 2 to 3 of in this deck. Next up we have our XCs, which are Red Eyes Flare Metal, just because it's the Red Eyes. I also play...
Good in time, too.
Yeah, it's useful time. We had Wallow, And we have a Hope Dragon Harbinger. I did also have a Heritage Dragon of Atem, but I had to borrow it from somebody, so it's not with me.
But you did play it?
I never made it, but I could have in one game. It just wouldn't have been that useful. Honestly, I would say take out Wallow. He was absolutely the weak link of the deck.
So you said the Tomb wasn't that good either, so are just rank 6s not come up too often?
Not super often, but between the two, Atem is the more immediately useful because he summons any dragon from deck. Wallow is good. I just don't think he didn't come up.
That's fair, yeah.
And Hope you make with your Lubellion and your Chaos Emperor, and he's just a Spell Negate who's also a dragon.
Oh yeah, I like this card a lot.
He's just more disruption if you need it. For our links, we have Link Kribo, Heretic Dragon. We also have Pisty for our other link one. I don't know why he's out of order. And we have Dahark, the Dark Charmer Gloomy. Dark Charmer Gloomy is mostly just for more disruption for stealing dark monsters, and you can also search most of your a couple of your darks like Black Metal.
Yeah, so when it dies, you get follow up too.
Yeah, Heretic Dragon is pretty much what you expect. Pisty is not for his effect; it's for what he is.
Dark Dragon to make the black metal into.
Yes.
Has it ever came up where you use it to summon or no?
Once, and I probably didn't have to, but I really wanted to summon Red Eyes Black Dragon and attack for game. Honestly, the two cards I would say take out of the extra deck I'm going to replace when I get home tonight is Link Karibo and Wallow. Link Karibo was not awful, I did consistently make him, but he wasn't a dragon, and that kept getting in the way.
Yeah. Would you put Striker or Dragon in then?
Yes. I didn't play too pissy just because you can only special summon him once per turn, so I figured, oh, I can't do that. And I would replace Wallow with a Borosword Dragon just for a strong Link option, who's also a Dark Dragon.
That's a cool idea, because you don't have any Link 3 or higher, it looks like.
Nope. I didn't think I was going to need him. And really the only Link 3 that I could play is Triple Burst, and Triple Burst kind of really doesn't do much.
Yeah.
That's it for the extra deck.
That, you want to go to the side?
Yep.
Such an interesting extra deck, too. Like, outside of Synchros, you have like a good combination of every type.
And they all have a part to play. None of these are dead. Outside of the ones I'm hard replacing, and even then, they were parts of other pieces. So for the side deck, I was in a rush. I put this together in 2 minutes. So I only grabbed 12 cards because I thought I grabbed 15. So if I had it, I'd be playing Nibiru.
Math is hard.
That's true. So we were playing Prohibition.
I feel like you always side that card, right? Because
This is an underrated side card. I stand by Prohibition. If you're playing against Tier Element, call Kaleidoheart. Not Kaleidoheart. Which was the level 5 fusion again?
Kit Kalos.
Kit Kalos. Can't make Kaleidoheart then. Or if you call Rhinoheart, they can't make Rhinoheart.
They're just in a really weird spot afterwards.
They can still make plays, it's just that they can't make their big bungers.
Yeah, they can't make good plays.
We also have Droll and Lock, which is just a good hand trap. Dimensional Barrier, because I'm cheap and I don't want my spellbounds. And DD Crow, just for more bestials. Basically, that's more or less what they are.
And you said if you had the 3 other ones in it would be Nibs?
Out of spite, I would probably go with the Wind Kaiju because I hate Flounderies so freaking much. I despise the Bird Rock with every fiber of its stupid bird being.
I saw a lot of people today playing Dark Hole. And Klein brought up that could be a good card in that matchup too, in the Flunder. But
That is
also,
true.
yeah,
I didn't think of that.
it also comes up against Sprite and stuff. Helps you clear the board.
That is an option I hadn't actually considered. I might test that out actually.
Hell yeah. Well, you got any final thoughts or anything?
This deck did a lot better than I was expecting. I was not expecting to go 4-1. Especially with a deck that, again, I did not have almost any help. There's almost no Red Eyes decks of any kind online at all. There's like one Red Eyes Bestial deck I saw, and it wasn't using the branded or the Chaos package. So
Well, now there's 2 thanks to you.
Most of this I had to come up with by hand.
Well, thank you for the profile, and I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Thanks for having me.